We are going to another castle today. This one is called Highcliffe Castle, and I'm feeling a bit better. I'm not as sick as I was the day after, or the day of Runefest, or yeah, the day after Runefest. I feel like I almost speed ran being sick. I had like an hour of chills, hour of headache, like a full day of having a sore throat, but yeah, here's the castle we're going to. Suave, Mari, Macno, Turban, Tibus.
Spectral.
Oh.
There's a spectral shield.
There's people trying to pronounce OSR's words. How they read that. We got the timeline of the castle. It was built in the 1830s. There's all this beautiful art. And then there's Steve, who really gave it his all. I feel like there's a lot of RuneScape references that you can make to a lot of things in this castle. Lumbridge Castle. And you can help the cook make a cake. Wow. You can see all the soccer teams they used to have back then.
It's crazy some of the technology they had as well, like vacuum cleaners.
So primitive. Here's some of the floor tiles that were potentially in the kitchen. They're not sure.
Oh, the castle was located here because of that well.
Why did the blind man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Link doing some work in his study.
He's asking me.
I've been doing some art here with these pieces of plastic.
Tell me when I should do the big reveal.
Okay, and now the big reveal, here's what I've made.
Do you think the comment section can guess what it is?
I mean, it's pretty obvious to me.
It's almost like you drew it.
It's Zora.
Grotesque Guardians, bro.
There's a wedding here today, so because of that, one of the major rooms is blocked off, but it's just that one room, and because of that, admission is half off. So instead of £10 per person, it was only £5 today, and I assume this room isn't always set up this way. I think this is because of the wedding. They have palm trees in here. Is that the sun or the moon? Probably the sun. Which also may not be good for the camera lens. That's fine. I don't see them. Oh, wait.
Jeez, camera shy.
He's the king of the castle.
You're rascal.
What? There's some woods behind the castle. This is so weird. It almost looks like we're in a big bubble or a dome, a big white dome. It's so foggy. I feel like it hasn't really been foggy any of the days that we've been here. This is so cool though, with the beach and the fog. The amount of humidity that is in the air right now is more humidity than a whole year of Las Vegas if you add up the humidity from all the days combined together.
I wish we had fog.
Well, summers are so much fun. And you guys are like, 29 degrees.
I'm just getting AC. You guys complain for like every single year for like 3 weeks. You guys complain, so clearly you need a.
Oh, I know one.
Yeah.
at the beach where the hose at. Cocky won't boing boing.
This little path here leading up to the beach looks like the kind of place where the high school kids would go get plastered on white lightning.
Funny.
They say if you put a seashell up to your ear, it sounds like the ocean. Can you hear it?
They have to put it.
No,
They
I
have to
actually
put.
hear the ocean.
They have to put their monitors and headphones to there. It is though.
Wow, I can hear the ocean.
Do you think they heard that?
No. We found SpongeBob.
Looking
No,
pretty rough.
You just gotta find Patrick now.
I've never actually seen Sponge before.
You can use this in your bath tonight.
I use it to wash my ass.
Okay, you can hear it.
There's so many like shells and stuff on the ground here. This is so cool. This would be a fun place to like, I don't know, do an arts and crafts project or something, or I don't know, just explore and hang out and maybe bring a dog or ponder life.
All the fog makes the water look really warm. Like it's like a steam pump.
It's foggy over there now.
I got this for you.
Thank you.
I wonder what you'll do.
Secret. Tier 3 subs only. And this is like, I don't know why this is like so intriguing to me. I guess because we don't have beaches like this anywhere by us, at least. Like every single rock looks so cool. Every single shell, you don't know what you're gonna find. It's all so unique, different sizes, shapes, textures, patterns, colors.
Satisfying.
You see this? You know who got this from? Here, I got it from Sally. As we were coming back up the trail, I saw a little path jutting out from the side. This would be a cool place for stealth camping, if you're into that. Probably, if you don't mind ticks, is very plant-y in there. Okay, well, we're going back to the car now. We are getting fish and chips for dinner from a place that has vegan fish and chips. We've just stopped at a local chippy, says Fred, for some fish and chips. I might have been thinking with my stomach instead of my brain because I ordered large haddock and large chips, and this bag is really heavy. We'll see when we get back. Well, here we go. I got a lot of food. It's so big. And there's Cara's food. There's a brand here called Banana Blossom that makes vegan fish, or some kind of vegan meat that they made into fish. And also got a veg cake. Here's the mushy peas and our own house-made curry sauce.
Which is good.
Yeah. This vegan fish, it reminds me of like the dark meat on chicken. It's like fall off the bone, at least texture-wise. That tastes good too. Also, apparently Banana Blossom, I don't think it's a brand, it's just a food, so yeah. Today is our last full day in the UK. Tomorrow, our plane takes off at 4 p.m. but we have like a 2.5 to 3 hour bus ride. Today's basically the last day that we're gonna have to do stuff in the UK. So we're gonna be going out to Toby Carvery for breakfast, or I guess lunch, because it's like, what, 1 p.m. now. And like I was saying earlier in the video, I'm glad that I didn't actually get fully sick. It was like on the coach ride back from London, I was just feeling like really exhausted and achy muscles, and everything just sucked, and I was kind of like passing in and out of sleep on the bus, and by the time I got back, I fell asleep and woke up, and I was pretty good. I just had a sore throat for I had a sore throat for like the next day. I had a stuffy nose as well. Been blowing my nose a lot, but like really nothing that's debilitating. I don't feel sick. It's just like these annoying symptoms that aren't really actually affecting anything. Honestly, what's been way more annoying than this like very mild sickness that I had for a couple days kind of has been this cold sore. You see that? It's been really bad. It's just getting worse every day. That's what's been really annoying.
Everyone down.
Let's see.
And if you question them, they'll beat the shit out of you. That's what it is.
My first carvery at Toby Carvery. You're able to fill up your plate as much as you want. They give you like a bit of meat, and then there's all these other things that you serve yourself. And I just feel like the server's gonna come by and get mad at me for taking too much food. This plate is so heavy. I did it.
What's this?
Hold on. Representing America, baby.
Perfect. What's this?
Condiments don't count. I found out that American mustard is like a whole separate thing, and English mustard is kind of like Dijon mustard. It's very spicy. I just had probably 3 days worth of sodium content. Definitely not gonna be eating until tomorrow, at the very least. We have leftovers for tomorrow as well from yesterday, and the day before we have Indian food and fish and chips, so that'll be a good meal to eat right before going on the plane, right before a 10-hour plane ride. We're gonna get our money's worth with the toilets on the plane. We're going for a wow, I love nature.
No, it wasn't that good. He usually goes all the way down the bottom.
So today we've taken a trip to Paris because, as you know, it's not too far from the UK, and we are now at the Eiffel Tower. And
I'll take a picture of you.
Okay, cool.
Here we go. How do I? How do I flip it? Oh, I'm like an old person. He's like, oh, how does this work?
You have to end it.
Oh, am I on call to Jimmy?
You have to end it.
The grand reveal. They're just getting ready to go up. Whoa. It's crazy they built 2 of them as well. Are you excited?
Yeah, I've always wanted to visit Paris.
Nice.
It's very romantic from what I've heard.
Smile.
That's a big stick for Link. Can't quite wrap his mouth around it
Well
though.
done, good boy.
And here we have the ideal meal before a long day of travel. Fish and Indian food. The only more ideal scenario would be microwaving the fish and Indian food in the office, but the office is pretty far away right now. It's our last meal. Got like less than an hour before we're leaving to the coach station. I almost forgot. The most important part is that it has to be at least 3-day-old leftovers. We've said goodbye to Link, and here's the bus. It's already here 20 minutes early. Goodbye, Boardman. Wow, we get to see Big Ben one last time before we leave.
Service BA 275 direct non-stop to Las Vegas. For Firstly, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ariel Klausner Stern, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your in-flight manager on board this flight today.
We have made it back to Vegas. I got a funny story to tell later. It's funny in retrospect, it wasn't funny in the moment, but we're breathing the Las Vegas air now. It is empty. Our flight took off at 4 p.m. and it landed at 7 p.m. So it was kind of like sunset the whole time because we went back like 8 time zones. Whew, okay, we are finally home. Car is just in the shower. We're just getting out of the shower, but I wanted to let you know what happened today because I didn't record it. So our flight was supposed to take off at 4 p.m. We got a coach bus that was supposed to get to the airport at 1 p.m. However, the coach bus broke down and it was delayed for 2 hours. So we didn't get to the airport until a bit after 3 p.m. We got to the bag check-in place like 50 minutes before our flight was supposed to take off. And when we printed our boarding passes at the airport, it had a special message on it that had you go to like a special area, because if you have an international flight and if it's within 1 hour, you're not supposed to be able to check your bags. And so we had to go to this special area. There were a couple of workers there and there's like maybe 1 or 2 other people. So we weren't really waiting at that area. We were just immediately talking to the workers. The first guy said that there's no chance we're gonna make it and he has plenty of experience doing this and like there's no shot we're gonna make it and we should just try to reschedule. My heart just sank when he was like so confident that we wouldn't be able to catch the flight, because this flight to Las Vegas from Heathrow only happens once per day, so we would have had to wait 24 hours at the airport or gotten a hotel room and probably had to pay a bunch of extra fees as well for having to rebook or get a new flight. But then we talked to the lady standing next to him and she's like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to make it. And she looked at her watch, she looked at the time on the boarding passes, and she was like, okay, you're gonna have to run. I'll check in your bags for you. She said the main problem was that she didn't know if our bags were gonna make it to Las Vegas because it was so late and she wasn't sure if they'd be able to get the bags to the plane in time. But she said that we could probably at least make the flight. And so we started running. We got through the airport security in like under 5 minutes and we got to the gate with probably like 35, 40 minutes to spare. It was just really fast. So we were standing around for a while, sitting in the plane for a while, and the plane ended up leaving like 20 minutes late. So like imagine we had just resigned ourselves after the first guy and we're sitting in the airport for 24 hours and we're watching the flight be delayed by 20 minutes, just thinking like, oh man, but we made it. Everything in the universe just worked out perfectly. So we made it and our luggage did end up making it to Las Vegas. I don't know if the 20-minute delay helped with that, but certainly didn't hurt, right? I don't know if it was because of us that caused the delay. Probably not. So moral of the story, don't be 3 hours early, try to be 4 hours early if you're taking National Express coach bus, I guess. Or just don't even rely on National Express coach bus, get the train maybe or something. I don't know if there's really a moral because like I don't know how often this happens. This is very, very unfortunate timing. But anyways, now that my anxiety is not through the roof anymore because we're at home, we're relaxed, now we just have to deal with the normal everyday stresses of life and not the traveling stresses of life on top of that. Let me show you all the stuff that we got. So I showed you that Tesco trip that we did where we had like 4 filled Tesco bags. This is the loot from Tesco and a couple other stores, B&M and I forgot the name of the other place, like Home Goods or something. I forgot what it's called, something like that. We got Marmite and Vegemite. The Marmite opened up in the suitcase, but it didn't spill too badly. It was kind of concentrated in one area, so it wasn't too bad. And even with all this food, we're probably gonna still be going grocery shopping tomorrow. Yeah. Apparently I missed a few. We're just set them down forever because I already got the bulk of it for the video, so you might still end up finding a few more things hidden around. So that was the London trip 2025 / Runefest / hanging out with Link. What was your favorite part of the trip?
Runefest and seeing castles and the ocean.
We don't have too much ocean around here. My favorite part was probably the penguins.
Of course it was.
And Runefest. I really like the RuneScape archive project. That was really cool to see. And all the food. I love trying all the food, especially the fish and chips and the Indian food. That was probably my favorite types of food to experience in the UK. Yeah, I guess that's going to be all for this series / vlog journey adventure. Who knows when the next adventure will be? Maybe if they have Runefest next year. I doubt they're going to have it again this year. Usually it's in September, so I would expect next year, maybe September, they'll have it again. And if they do, I'm sure we'll end up going. So
Yeah.
Until the next series of adventures, peace.